Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation and the world. This is Popeye Live on a Thursday night, March 4th. And I'm still waiting, guys. Something big was supposed to happen today. Donald Trump was supposed to have been sworn in today. But I think OG and I called it right last Tuesday night when we said we thought there may be just a whole lot of nothing happening. But there was a lot of crazy talk out there today. There really was. Most of it by the left and by the news media that were out there saying, hey, look, we're taking this stuff serious. The Capitol building is going to be attacked. It's going to be attacked. And it turned out it was all bullshit, everybody. Just like we called it, and we warned everybody not to fall for that. And I do believe that is exactly what happened. It's making them look like fools, like the fools that they are. And listen at this, guys. Listen at this. And gals, if we have any on here right now. We have one lady today. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. She knew all about the judiciary. She knew all about it. She knew what was going on and what was playing out. And why did she know this? Because she watched daytime court television. In other words, like Judge Judy and all those crowds. Because she had been watching it since she was 6 years old, she knows how the system works. That's the kind of stuff we heard today. And of course, it's too bad for anybody that bought into that. Yeah, March 4th may have been the date that the original founders set for swearing a president in. But it wasn't to be. Donald Trump has already told us what he's going to do. And the only person I see that can rectify this situation right now that we have going on is the military. But the military has failed us also. They are allowing this mess to go on. They are allowing this country to be invaded. They're not securing our borders. The things that are happening to this country right now is insanity. Insanity. But let me say this. I did hear one good idea today. I really did, you guys. And depending on where you look at, there's between 22, 28 million veterans in this country. And let me tell you guys, we have a whole lot of special ops guys, whether they be the SEALs, whether they be the Green Berets, whether they be Marine Recon. We have all kinds of veterans that understand the psyops that's been played on us, that understand this. And many of those people, the people will listen to them. They are well respected. They're respected across this nation, and they're respected from community to community across this nation. And I do believe it's time for them to stand up. Matter of fact is, I know that they are being recruited, not to fight a physical fight, but recruited to get involved in the political realm. It's an incredible thing what I heard today. because they can come with us to these school boards. And let me tell you, in Texas, where we're opening back up, and we better find out that these school boards don't hide from us, try and hide behind the COVID situation, the China virus, let's say it that way. They can't use that as an excuse not to allow us to come in and ask questions and ask them why they're doing the things they're doing, like indoctrinating the children. That's what I'm saying, guys. We need veterans. We need veterans to stand up and go to these school boards, go to these city council meetings, go to these legislatures. We need them to stand up to, first of all, let them know we're watching, and we need them to stand up and run for office because they are respected. Now, are there military men that are Democrats? Yes, there are. But I do believe the majority of them are in the officers' corps. And those people that are politicians, that are blindly following these Democrats, they've already outed themselves as to what they are. And you have to ask yourself, why would a military man or woman be a Democrat? Why? Or even worse, why would they be in cahoots with the Chinese Communist Party? Why in the hell? Why in the hell would that be? Other than they've been bought off? Other than maybe it's a family tradition like the black community does. Hey, I've been a Democrat forever. My family's been a Democrat forever, so I'm going to be stupid too. Oh, but wait a minute. Your parents weren't stupid. It's your Democrat Party that got stupid. Just like they say, I didn't leave the Democratic Party. They left me. And I guess I could say that for myself back when, you know the story. You've heard me talk about being a union member. And not only that, being a union organizer at one time. Yeah, I followed that bullshit till I got wise. Is what I did. Because our union was selling us out with the rest of the Democrats. That's what they did. And that's the truth of it. But yeah, there are 20 million of us veterans, and we need to get involved. We need to help save this country. But understand, we've had a couple of victories the last few days, too. We have. In Louisiana, they turned down the Dominion voting machines. They were actually fixing. Can you believe that after what we've seen since November 3rd, that any state would consider Dominion voting machines? Would even consider it. But let me tell you, it got shot down in Louisiana. Oh, and guess what? Mississippi is stepping up now too. Yeah, they're going after the mail-in ballots. Yeah. And you know why that is? Because pressure from the people, everybody, phone calls. All it took was a few thousand phone calls to get people to change their mind. And understand what happened with H.R. 1. I think it was yesterday or today. The Democrats in lockstep, well, let me put it this way. The Republicans in lockstep voted no. The Democrats in lockstep, all but one, all but one, a black man from Mississippi, who said, I follow what my constituents want me to do. I follow my constituents. I think his name is Thompson. Not sure of his first name. Thompson, I think it is. But this guy broke ranks because of pressure from the citizenry. And this is what we need to be doing. We need to be doing the same thing these suckers have been doing to us for the past 4 years. Putting pressure on these politicians, putting pressures on these corporations. That works both ways. And it's the very reason we should control where we're spending our money. Now that Texas says they're opening back up, we have grocery stores and corporations that are pushing back. Well, we're going to require everybody to wear a mask in my store. Kroger is one. Target is the other. And I can guarantee you right now, even though I like the Kroger stores over Target, I won't be going. Not unless it's just something I have to have. But I can't think of much what that is that I can't buy someplace else. So maybe we should tell these other people, hey, we'll shop there, but we won't shop with your sorry ass. That's what I'm saying. And it's our job to make it happen, everybody. It's our job to make it happen. So we had people testifying over the January 6th thing. We had people testifying, and in particular, one of the interesting ones was the National Guard testimony. The guy that's in charge of the National Guard. Yeah. Now he said he was told to stand down unless it was ordered by a civilian entity. And probably who that is, as a matter of fact, I would say that it is Nancy Pelosi that told them they didn't want them there. So it all plays into what we've seen, and especially if you've been to watch that video that I asked you to take the time to go see at TexasBikerRadio.org, the PsyOps video that we have posted in the blog section there. And yeah, it's free for you to watch. It is telling of how we've been played. And it also tells you the reason we need some military types that understands this and what's going on, so we don't get into trouble again. Because I can tell you that's what that was about March the 4th. And the reason we warned to you, hey, if anybody's telling you to go to D.C. or any place else, do not go. Do not go. There will be a time to get back out there. It's not right now. Because all they would do is frame us and browbeat the hell out of us. And we cannot let them do that. But understand what's going on with the vaccine now. Joe Biden, the guy that's not there. Yeah. You notice how he has not had an interview with the media. He has not had an interview at all. And what little things he has done, they watch what he's saying and they cut away from him. And then they let a group of people take it over and they kind of talk among themselves. And Joe Biden just disappears. Hell of a president, huh? Hell of a president. But the potato head has said he's going to have the vaccine out there. Everybody's going to be inoculated in 2 months. 2 months, everybody. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. This guy's a freaking miracle worker is what he is. But one thing we need to do, and I don't know if it passed today, the COVID-19 relief bill is supposed to buy us off. With all the pork in it. I mean, when are we going to get sick of this and being played by these pork bills again and again and again? And I'm telling you right now, shame on them. Shame on them for using the coronavirus and the things that happened to this country to take care of their pet projects, to take care of all their bullshit, and spread money around to these other states that don't deserve it, and around the world, everybody. And really, we think that stuff that's going around, the money that goes out around the world, we think, really, it just makes it back to them. It's a money laundering scheme. Prove to me that it's not. What I'm asking, hey, let's have a real investigation, not the frickin' FBI. Who can trust those buttholes? After what we've seen them do, and what they just did the other day when they sat there and took the guy named Chris Ray, who stood there and just told one lie after the other. He said he couldn't figure out whether there was any Antifa members at the Capitol building or not. What a dumbass if that's true. And no wonder we've had attack after attack after attack that the FBI was unable to prevent, even when they were on their radar. And you know what? All these people, everything that's gone on, you know what I'm talking about? On January 3rd, everything that went on, they knew about it. I promise you, they knew about it. The NSA, all of them, these people that we paid for all this damn equipment for them to listen in on everybody, they knew this shit was going on. They knew it. If Millie Weaver knew it as an investigative journalist, why in the hell wouldn't they know it? Just saying, everybody. And why wouldn't our military know it? And why wouldn't they do something about it? Do something to stop it? But no, hell no. Let's everybody get in on it and not tell the people about it. Yeah, the ones that count, everybody. The ones that count. You and I and all the rest of our neighbors and American citizens. And now we're going to have to watch people get benefits that we can't get. Whether they be federal workers, whether they be illegal immigrants. The list runs on and on and on of everybody that's going to make out, and we're being paid off with a measly $600. Then $1,400 is supposed to make it all okay. And China walks away from this thing benefiting like mad. I mean, just think about it. Most of the PPE that's out there, they're selling to us. So yeah, it's insanity. And we're doing it to ourselves. We've done it to ourselves. So, yeah, that stimulus bill is a piece of work, guys. There's so much pork in there you can't list it. We're going to make a subway or a train or something that goes to the big tech companies. Money for Nancy Pelosi and her pet projects. Even money for the Turtle Man and his pet projects. Yeah, you know, the racing industry in Kentucky. Yeah, he's trying to get some in there. Everybody's trying to stick in something to benefit themselves and not the people so much. That's where we're at, everybody. But let me say let me say hi to some people. Hey, how you doing, Pastor Aaron? Brain damage, buddy? Forrest, how are you doing? Randy Russell, your Crazy World podcast. Hello, how are you doing, sir? Yeah, Jerry. Did I say Matter's Workshop? Oh, Mater's Workshop. Sorry about that, Mater. So, yeah, you guys, we've got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of work to do. But let me say this. We come together. We do the right thing. And we don't let ourselves be hoodwinked by these people again and again and again. We can overcome. And right now it's about attacking our city councils. It's about attacking our school boards. It's about attacking our state legislature and telling them to straighten this mess out. And to start straightening it out is the voting system. We've got to get a handle on this and get a handle on it now. We don't move an inch further till we get that corrected in as many states as we can get it done in, and in particular the states that we had problems in. And you know what? I'm going to include Texas in that because that's the only, as far as I can figure out, that is the only way that Beto O'Rourke even got close to winning the governorship here in Texas. It's the only way he got close is for them to cheat. Because the guy is a moron. He is a moron. And you can tell that. We'll see what happens if Biden was telling the truth, if he's going to make him his gun czar. There we're at. Well, we're going to be doing some interesting things going forward. We're going to have some announcements to make next week about some stuff we're going to be doing. And not only are we going to do our political stuff, we're going to do some stuff that's fun too. So, you know, we're going to be getting out there. We've got to go to Arizona this weekend where we're doing a memorial ride for one of our chapter presidents that passed. And I know the Lord's taking care of him now. He's up there with guns and everybody else, and they're having a high old time. We'll see them later down the line, but we'll last here as long as we can. And oh yeah, there's Moonshine. How are you doing? But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, a lot of stuff. And we're going to be passing out some GoPro cameras too, and getting more video out there. Yeah, it's going to be fun. With that, everybody, that's about all I had for tonight. I'll probably be back Sunday night. And we'll be, no, wait a minute, it won't be Sunday. It'll be Tuesday night when we're back. Yeah. With that, everybody, have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the road here. Bye-bye.